How engineers do it. Hello friends, this is Mohammed Shakil here from How Engineers Do It, and in this video we will understand what is quality. In order to understand quality in the most layman's terms, we will first draw two people. Now this is a customer, and this one the service provider. Customer is going to give the service provider a requirement. Alright, let's understand it in a very simple terms. Now the service provider will give back the customer a product or a process. Let's understand it as a process. Now if we take an example of we going to this person, customer, going to the shop and buying a phone. Now the guy will have the requirement as an Android. The phone should be Android, or it should have a 4G and all that, and he will give that requirement to the service provider, and this guy will give a couple of options to him, and he's going to take a phone and the product will be delivered. And in the meanwhile there will be communication between the two people. Now if we have to define quality in this particular perspective, we say that quality is to meet customer requirement. All right, now the second point here is, for example, we'll take another example over here where we have to go to a shop and buy a mouse trap. Right? Now, if quality is just about meeting the customer requirement, then if the service provider, this guy is giving a mouse trap which is golden, which is made with gold. All right, now do you think it will be fair enough on the service provider side? No, right? Because it's going to increase the cost for this guy. Now the second point comes into picture, that is within minimal cost. Now another thing here is to exceed the requirement. Now if these three things are met together, then it means that we have a good quality. So it means that on the service provider side they have given a good quality product, and on the customer side they have received a good quality. In the golden mousetrap case, for the customer, he has received a good quality product. Obviously it's a golden one which is not actually required for him, but still he got it. But for the service provider side, it's a loss for them, right, to give something which is gold plated. It's going to increase the cost for him. So that's the quality in the most layman's term. Now let's look at this graph. All right, standard, and the x-axis is time. Now let's say that we have a requirement curve and an achievement curve over here. Now if the requirement curve and the achievement curve is coinciding, then we have a good quality. All right, if the requirement curve is below and the achievement curve is higher, then we have a superior quality. If the achievement curve is here and the requirement is over here, the requirement standard is over here, then that gap will lead to poor quality, or we can say that we have space for improvement. So this is a simple graph from which we can understand that concept. From ISO 9001 2015 has defined quality as quality is to the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of an object fulfills requirement. Now we have 3 points over here. One is characteristic, another one is object, and the third one is requirement. Requirement we have already seen. Object is in the phone example, object is the phone, and now characteristic is whatever I said. It should be 4G, and it should have Wi-Fi, and it should be maybe in blue color. These are all the characteristic. Now if we put this definition, that is, I'll read out the definition once again. Quality is to the degree which a set of inherent characteristics of an object fulfills the requirement. Now the inherent characteristics of the phone, so for example we have all of these characteristics. Now to what degree are these characteristics meeting the requirement? Requirement is given by the customer. So if it is meeting fully, so for example we got a 4G, we got a Wi-Fi, we got a blue color phone, then it means that fully whatever customer was demanding, we have met the requirement. Alright, so that's how we can understand the ISO 9001 2015's quality definition. So that's all about this video. I hope you understood, especially for the beginners, about what quality is, and in the future videos we will learn a little bit more about different quality fundas. Thank you so much and stay tuned.